Hello, how are we all doing? Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Keith. Sorry, we are absolutely all over the place this morning, this afternoon. Let me just get the chat going. Sorry. Yes, I am very, very late. I wasn't actually going to do this game, but I decided last minute, you know what, why not? Go on, we'll jump on and do it. As you know, I wasn't feeling particularly well last night. There you go, the chat's up on screen. I wasn't feeling particularly great last night. Decided against. I was just gonna do the Liverpool game. Instead, balls to it. We'll do this one as well. Why not? Be a good laugh. For those who are following from TikTok as well, by the way, my live has been suspended on TikTok for some stupid unknown reason. Apparently, I was promoting gambling last night, even though I wasn't. I don't promote anyone. But yeah, apparently, TikTok live has been suspended for 72 hours, so I'm not on for TikTok. FCB says, Callum says, Key Light kicked off. I know. Yeah, stupid. But we're on now anyway. We're on and underway, and Villa against Arsenal. Villa Park, massive game this one. I need to sort the colour scheme out, because it's definitely not that, is it? There you go, that's a bit more like it. There you go, we'll make Villa that colour and Arsenal in the white kit. There you go. What do we think today? Give me your score predictions. Aston Villa against Arsenal. Give me your score predictions. I'm not sure what to make of this one, you know. I'm really not sure what to make of it. Something tells me Arsenal would be quite happy with a point here. I think they'd be quite happy with a point. It's one of them games, this one. Am I too close or too far away? I don't know. I think I'm going to go a bit closer. Let's see. Ooh, high pressure from Arsenal. There you go. That's a little bit better. Let's try that. We'll go a little bit closer. Yeah, something tells me that it's going to be a very, very difficult game for both teams for obvious reasons. That's not a particularly illuminating thought, is it, Key? Obviously, it's going to be a difficult game. What I mean is, I think Arsenal will be prepared. Such a difficult game. I think Arsenal will be prepared to take a draw. Villa. I think a draw for Villa is a great result, and that's why I'm inclined to think it probably will be a draw. I know you might say, oh, Key, you're just sitting on the fence. Come on, Key. Be bold. Back one side or the other. I think if I had two fingers in the draw, say one team, I think it's probably going to be an Arsenal away win. Just because I think Villa are on a decent run at the minute, but let's be honest, they're not title contenders. There's still issues with this Villa side, but yes, at Villa Park, we know they're a tough side to beat always. 3-star Reds, are you fighting fit, Key? I'm as fighting fit as I'll ever be. Yeah, I still felt a little bit ropey after that last night. I don't know what was up with me, but I was up through the night and everything, not slept particularly well. So I thought, you know what, I'll give this game a miss, and I'll be refreshed and rejuvenated for the Leeds and Liverpool game later. And instead, you know me. Grafter. I would have watched this anyway. I'd have been sat downstairs watching this on the telly. I'd have just sat there with a brew and like maybe a blanket, and had just been feeling sorry for myself. Instead, no. Do you know what? Let's get ready. Let's get in front of the camera and let's talk with the lads and the lasses who want to watch the game. Bradders, first time coming over to the YouTube. Love the layout. Good to have you on, Bradders. Great to have you on, mate. Yeah, TikTok's decided to suspend me for some reason. TikTok suspended my live access for the next 72 hours, so I'm now not going to be on TikTok live this weekend. It's not for the first time. FCB, how did you sleep last night? Yeah, all right, mate, thank you. Yeah, as well as I could, anyway, given I felt a bit dicky. Carol Harris, afternoon, lad. How's it going, Carol? Carol, our latest member of the Premier League Dad Supporters Club. Thank you very much, Carol. Lots of love. 3-star Reds, ready and waiting to beat those Blue Noses this afternoon and get the first leg of the Merseyside double up. Yeah, I'm telling you, you'll beat them this afternoon. I can't wait to watch that. Forest against Everton, 3 o'clock. Or rather, Everton against Forest. It's at Bramley Moor, isn't it? Right. Have I got the clock? I think I'm a little bit behind on the clock there, aren't I? I'm a couple of seconds behind. 7:40. There you go. That's a bit more like it. That's a bit more like it. So yeah, predictions. I have gone, just to be very, very clear, my prediction for this one, I have gone Aston Villa with a 2.5 handicap. And, well, yeah, so effectively a 3-goal head start. Aston Villa to win. And Aston Villa to score once in the game. At the very least once in the game. And that, to me, I think that's very doable. Arsenal chance here. Oh, good strike, good save. First big chance in the game. Odegaard outside the box. Gets a bit of shooting space there. Poor from Villa defensively. Saka into Odegaard. Straight at Martinez, really. Probably should do a touch better there, Odegaard, when he gets in that position. But still, it's not a bad attempt. Not a bad attempt. Callum 2-2, scorers Rodgers, Watkins, Eze and Calafiori. Blimey. And FCB, did you shout at your dad for giving you the pizza? No, it wasn't his fault, was it? He was just trying to help. 3-star Reds, got to make do with Radio Nottingham for the game, hoping for it to be on Game of the Day later on Sky. Again, I'll be honest, mate, Dyche against Moyes, something tells me it probably won't be on Game of the Day later. Yeah, it probably won't be on Game of the Day later on. Oh, Villa, chance. Watkins. Oh, yes. Oh, have you missed it? Oh, he's absolutely garbage, him. He's absolute garbage. Ollie Watkins, you've got to put that away. Oh, he's like 8 yards out. He's 8 yards out. You've got to stick that in the net. Oh, better. Yes, Villa. David Raya with a big save, but I'll be honest, I think Ollie Watkins has got to do better here. The initial ball forward, oh, it's so easy. He's onside, and Watkins just cuts inside. Too easy. Hincapié all over the place. Is it Hincapié? Calafiori goes down, holding his ankle, I think. And, yeah, Hincapié just kind of commits far too much, far too easily. And Watkins ends up hitting it straight at David Raya, to be honest, there. Poor. Quite poor, that. Jaden says Newcastle top 10 with a win. You should be beating them today. If you don't beat them today, there's not much down for you. FCB, do you have a YouTube manager? I know that, as far as I'm aware, there's no such thing. I don't know what you mean. A YouTube manager? No. Not a YouTube manager per se. I haven't got a manager. No, just me. Right, long ball forward. Villa. Playing very, very direct here. Seems like that's the order of the day in all Premier League games at the minute. Direct football. We've gone back. It's a bit of a throwback to 25, 30 years ago. Here's Villa now. Chance. Oh, yeah, unlucky. They're getting into some decent positions already, aren't they, Villa? Very early on in the game, they're starting to pick up some decent positions. Carol Harris, 3-star Reds, are you not listening to Wolfie for the Forest game? And FC, oh, we've done that one. Callum, Man City 2, Sunderland 1, you're thinking. And Everton 1, Forest 2. Yeah, I think I'd go with those two as well, Callum. I think that's probably the right result. And 3-star Red says the stats say it's nearly Christmas and Arsenal will start to drop points like a cheap Christmas tree dropping its needles. Hey, we can only hope so, can't we? Arsenal, it feels to me, will have their moment at some point in the new year where they go on a little bit of a lull. All title-winning sides do it. I still fully expect Arsenal to win the title, but they will have a lull at some point. How long that lull lasts, we don't know. They're still not that far ahead, for what it's worth. How dominant they have been. If City were to win later on against Sunderland and this finishes a draw, City are only 3 points behind. Derby 0, Leicester 1. FCB, do you play FIFA? I'd like to play FIFA, mate, but I haven't got any time to play it. I bought the new one, I installed it, I've played maybe 2 hours of it in total. But I just haven't got the time. Physically, I haven't got the time. I'd love to make the time, but I really haven't. I'm either streaming or getting ready for the streaming. Oh, that's a foul, ref. Surely. No, Arsenal on the counter-attack here. Strike. Oh, big save. Arsenal should be 1-0 up here if you get this right. No, they crowded it. They're back in the box. Well done, Villa. Chance. Oh, wide. Headed wide from Saka. Callum, I smoked key at FIFA. That's why I don't play it. I've not played it in about a year, to be fair. I used to be alright at it, but yeah, you absolutely battered me in fairness. Played with Real Madrid, which is what all true shitbags do, though, innit, Callum? All shitbags play with Real Madrid. Speedster. Picks the fastest players in the game. Don't know how to play any other way. You'd have no chance if it was Burnley against Leyton Orient or something like that. I'd have wiped the floor with you. Proper footballers. Leicester 2-0 up against Derby now. Oh, no. Oh, no. I've got Leicester I've got Derby or draw in that one. Oh, that was a bit naughty. Oh, Bukayo Saka's gone down. I think he's took a dive there, actually. Yeah, look at how quick he got up. Look at how quick he got up. Absolute shitbags. Just like United, these Arsenal players. Divers, the lot of them. They're all divers. Come on, Villa. That's great play in the midfield. Do you know, I don't know if there's a more underrated player in the last 5 to 10 years in the Premier League. I don't think there is a more underrated player in the Premier League than John McGinn. He's absolutely brilliant. He could have played for any of the title-winning sides in the last 10 years. John McGinn could have played for them. He could have. He'd have been brilliant for Liverpool. I'd have loved him. Absolutely fantastic player. Hate it coming up against him. It's a shame, really, because he's 31 now. He's spent the bulk of his career at Aston Villa since he left Hibs. And, yeah, Villa have definitely got their value out of him. How much did they sign him for? 3.1 million from Hibs. What a signing that is. That's got to go down as one of the greatest Premier League signings, that. Scottish GHK, I don't play FIFA anymore. Run out of brown envelopes. Brad says, prediction for the Reds later. 2-2. 2-2. Yeah, I think it's going to be 2-2. And Alpha Vega says 2-2. We'll be there. There you go. You're saying 2-2 for this one or for Leeds? I honestly think Leeds-Liverpool might be 2-2. I'm really nervy about it, to be honest. Shell watched the Salford City FA Cup game this morning. Wow, played really well. Luke Garbutt, man of the match. Luke Garbutt, ex-Everton. And Bradders, that 7-2 game where he destroyed our midfield is when I realised McGinn was the real deal. Yeah, he's different gravy, isn't he, John McGinn? Pau Torres there as well. He's had a decent start to the season. Villa as well. So Villa have got Martinez in goal, Cash, Konza, Torres and Martin. They've got Kamara, Onana, McGinn, Tielemans, Rodgers and Watkins. For Arsenal, Raya in goal, Calafiori, Hincapié, Timber at right centre-back. He's dropped in. Ben White at right-back. Or at least that's what it's saying. I imagine Ben White's more at right centre-back. I don't know what they're playing there, but Timber and White on the right side anyway. One of them will be centre-back, one of them will be right-back. Odegaard, Zubimendi, Rice midfield, which is exactly what you'd expect. Eze off the left. See, that's where I think you don't see the best of Eberechi Eze. I think for him, he has to play in that Odegaard position, and if you're not going to play him there, you might as well not play him. For me, Eze is not really a player you want on the left-hand side. You need Martinelli over there, or you need someone with a little bit of pace and a little bit of width who can hold the shape. Eze is not that guy. He's not a left-sided player. He's definitely in between the lines for me. Three-star Red says, oh, Moisey boy, the goals will start flowing. And FCB says, name me your best Liverpool side in the last 5 years. Ooh, best Liverpool side of the last 5 years. It's pretty easy. It's probably the ones that we've got right now, to be honest. It's probably all the same. Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Matip, I would say, over Canate, Robertson, Gravenberch, Fabinho, Thiago. And then yeah, Salah, Mane, Firmino. Guess in time that could change. Scottish GHK says Hearts fans were very happy when McGinn left Hibs. He's top class. And Alpha Vega says I don't get why they couldn't play a 4-4-1-1 with Marlon instead of Tielemans. They'd be so good on the counter. I mean, I don't get why Marlon isn't playing full stop. For me, Marlon's certainly the more informed striker. I know Watkins does all right in midweek against Brighton, but before that, Watkins has been shocking. If you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, he's been 10 games without a goal, and then he gets 2 against Brighton. So the previous 9 games, Ollie Watkins hasn't done enough to justify his starting position. In fact, it's more than that. It's 12. He was on a run of 12 games without a goal or an assist, Ollie Watkins. He's been shocking for a really long time. And Marlon, who, to be honest, I mean, even Marlon comes off the bench and ends up getting the winner, doesn't he? In midweek. So Marlon has got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goal contributions in his last, 8 games. I just don't understand how you're not playing Marlon. Callum says, Alisson, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, McAllister, Fabinho, Thiago. You don't put Gravenberch's better than McAllister, mate, for me. And Mane, Firmino, Salah, that's easy, innit, the front three. Oh, Eze, already, he's getting forced into a corner there by Kamara. It's not his natural thing, that. He's not a wide player, Eze. He's definitely better between the lines and picking up space in between the pockets. I just don't feel like he does anywhere near as well out there. Saka, back to Odegaard. Good pass. Saka should be. It is. What a goal that is. If that counts. If that counts. Eze, it's been flagged off. I tell you what, if that counts, if he's onside, whether it's Saka onside or Eze onside, I have to hold my hands up and say, what a goal that is. Great movement from Saka. Odegaard, he is off. Saka's offside. Well held there, Villa. They held the line very, very well. But it's a wonderful goal. Wonderful, wonderful goal, that. Well worked. But still 0-0. Chalked off. Alpha Baker says, Watkins has always been an average striker, to be honest. Scores in gluts, doesn't he, it feels like. Cheryl says, hit the likes for Key, please, since Leeds are going to batter the red people. Yeah, please do. Listen, I really need the likes today because my TikTok is down, so I don't have... I'm not on multiple platforms right now. I'm only on YouTube. I'm only on YouTube at this moment in time, so if you can help me out, likes, shares, comments, they all massively help. Get in the chat, let me know what you're thinking. Scottish GHK says... What was that, sorry? Hearts fans are very... Jota. What about Jota? Oh, Jota in the side. Sorry, yeah. Jota in the Liverpool side. Yeah, do you know what? Maybe. I mean, Firmino at his peak was definitely better than Jota, but yeah, probably in the last few years, Jota might well be. Callum says what, and I mean that sentimentality aside, he was absolutely fantastic. So that's often the underplayed bit about it. It's not just about the fact that he was a magnificent teammate and a colleague and all that sort of stuff that the players and the manager and the staff and everyone has to grieve, and obviously his family too. More so, it's the fact that we lost an unbelievable player as well. The guy was our starting centre forward, and for me, I mean, I said it quite a few times last season before the season finished. For me, he was Liverpool's best ever finisher in my lifetime, other than Robbie Fowler. There's only Robbie Fowler, I think, and even Jota could have competed with him. All different types of goals. Sensational finisher. Al says, don't worry, YouTube is the superior platform. It is. It's certainly not as trigger happy. Let's say that. TikTok get rid of you for the smallest infraction. Adrian Berder. Hi, mate. How's it going, Adrian? Good to see you, man. Here's Arsenal down the right-hand side with Saka. Good defending from Villa. Right, do you know what? Hang on. I'm moving that back. You're getting moved a touch back. There you go. That might be a touch better. We'll see. Maybe. Look a little bit more human now. Right, that's that side. Yeah, touch better. Bradder says other fans would see Jota as better without those injuries. Yeah, if he didn't have the injuries, he'd have been, again, different class. Callum says Saka is so overrated. Do you think? That's a corner. Well done, Villa. Maatsen winning it. Yeah, do you think Saka is overrated? I don't think he's. I still think Cole Palmer's the better left winger for England. Always surprises me when people pick Saka to start. I know he plays well for England, but I think Cole Palmer's just by far and away the better player. Both good, but Cole Palmer definitely the better of the two. FCB, do you remember Kenny Dalglish? No, not really, no, mate. I didn't. That was before my time. Only slightly, mind. I remember him more as a manager than a player. Emiliano Martinez, knock it long. Oh, cleared away by by Arsenal, sorry. Shell says, come on, Arsenal, let's go. And Callum says, yeah, as a player, he can't dribble for shit, and his goals and assists have dried well up. Well, we had Arsenal fans in the chat last night coming in and telling me that Saka should have been in the team of the season. It's a bit like, I didn't think that was the case. I mean, I don't think he's had a bad season, but I don't think I'd have been putting Saka in my team of the year so far. I don't think he's that good. He's not played that well. Adrian Berder says, Zubamendi, Calafiori, Matson, Kamara, all to be booked. My bet today. I don't know how people do the cards ones. Cards ones are the most unpredictable to do. I mean, you probably get decent odds, but... I'm very nervous for that Leeds game later on. Very, very nervous for that Leeds game later on. They play exactly the style of play that's going to hurt Liverpool if we're not careful. And Alpha Vega says football fans have a tendency to overrate their players because they genuinely don't watch other teams. Do you know what? I couldn't agree more with that, mate. I couldn't agree more that there's a real tendency for certain fans to get involved, and that's fine. Like if you only like your own team, you only watch your own team. That's fine, and that's why some fans will, as you say, have a tendency to overrate their own players. But it's amazing to me how many do that in this space as well, like content creation for like football content creation. It amazes me how little football some of these people actually watch. Like they'll only watch their own team. Chance for Villa, must be cash. Oh, yeah, they'll only watch their own team. It's mad. But then you know you've got to be a subject matter expert on players you're talking about. I don't know how you're going to have any sort of meaningful analysis if you don't watch them at all. Callum, I said I'd go Haaland, Thiago in a 4-4-2 for my forwards choice in the team of the season so far. Yeah, I think so too. Haaland, Thiago would be a good shout. Al says, this is why I've stopped arguing with people on players. I watch 400 odd football games a season. Most people don't even watch 50. Absolutely. Once a week, innit, for a lot of people. Once a week, maybe twice a week. 100 tops. Scottish GHK for your hacker fund. Hey, I need it. I need it at this moment in time. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. McGinn with a corner ball. Villa straight out. It's going to go for a corner on the other side. No, David Raya fouled. Thank you very much for that, Scottish GHK. Very, very kind of you. Erking, or ErKMG says 2-1. You think 2-1 to Villa today? And Shell says Sydney FC won 2-0 this morning. Was that against the Central Coast Mariners in the Aussie A-League? Did Joe Lolly score by any chance? That wasn't a foul on David Raya. That was his own player. That was his own player, referee. Do you know what I was going to do? I don't know if anyone's... let me see if I can... No, I'll do it for the Leeds game later, actually. I'll do it for the Leeds game. Balls to it. Shell, this is my 4th match here today. Your 4th? Who have you watched? Oh, you've watched Salford, you've watched Aussies. Who else have you watched? Were you up super early and caught both of the Aussie A-League games? Because there was one on at 6:30, wasn't there? Alf says, can we get Manchester City 7-6 Sunderland today? I don't think Sunderland would concede 7. I sat there thinking then, and I think City could absolutely concede 6. I mean, they've conceded 6. No, have they conceded? Yeah, they've conceded 6 against Leeds and Fulham in the last 2 games. So they absolutely could concede 6 against Sunderland. But I just don't see them. Sunderland are really solid defensively. They did really well against us in midweek. Callum says Villa have looked good here, to be honest. Well, they're rattling Arsenal. They're certainly, unsettling them. Arsenal appear comfortable. Here's Eze cutting inside, and what's he done there? He's just give the ball straight to a Villa player. This is it, honestly. He'll just narrow the pitch up, Eberechi Eze. Good player, very good player. You need him in the middle. You need him where Odegaard is right there. Odegaard, able to drop deep or just kind of sitting in between the defence and the midfield, exactly the space they don't want to go. Don't know whether to push up or drop deep. That's where you need him. You do not need him right here where he is on the left wing. Welsh wing. Villa seem rattled for whatever reason. And FCB says maybe doing a round the ground stream for the 3 o'clock kickoffs. No, mate, I can't do 3 o'clock. I'm gonna rest up for the 5:30 for the Leeds Liverpool game. What does everyone think of the new banner as well, by the way? The new YouTube banner. Can you let me know? Can you go and have a look at my new YouTube banner and let me know? I've just had that made today. So if anyone can let me know what they think, whether or not it kind of gets the message of the channel across in the right way. I'm going for a direction of the channel that nobody else really seems to be going for. It takes a lot of hard work, but nobody else is really going for it. So I'm going for the live everyday guy type of thing. Live every day, do more games than anyone else type of thing guy. That's my USP. So let me know if you can have a look at my YouTube banner. Let me know what you think about it. Or if you've got any criticisms, that's very welcome too. Shell says, Sydney FC game, Salford game from last night. Got the Derby v Leicester one on the telly and the Arsenal game on my tablet. Oh, and you've got me on your phone. Bloody hell, Shell. Device City. Villa, oh, unlucky. Alpha Vega says, it looks good, lol. Cheers, thanks, man. Welsh Wing says, what's your score prediction for Leeds, Liverpool? I'm going 2-2. Yeah, I'm going 2-2 as well, mate. I think we'll struggle. I think we might actually go behind. But I'm hoping that we've got the quality in there that we can... It's not so much quality for Liverpool now. I actually think it's confidence. I think it's really confidence. We've limited both West Ham and Sunderland to very, very few chances in the last two games. Defensively, I'm quite happy with how we've done defensively. But going forward, we've just looked really timid, really lacking confidence and lacking that assertiveness that you would associate with Premier League champions. So I'm interested to see how we go forward. Daniel, have you been naughty on TikTok again? Not naughty, mate. No, I haven't been naughty. But I was suspended in the 80th minute of the Hull City game last night. The live just went bang, live access revoked, and it said you have breached or violated our terms and conditions on promoting betting and gambling. Even though I don't promote any gambling companies, I didn't say anything at all related to gambling or betting. But yeah, YouTube is fine, Twitch is fine, X is fine, everything's fine. But TikTok, hypersensitive, decided that, I'd promoted gambling, which I didn't. So I have had my live access removed for 72 hours. 3-star Reds, David Moyes. Shell, looks like someone just scored against Liverpool. Shock horror. And David Moyes spotted in Halfords this morning buying a sat-nav. Assistant said which one. His reply was, doesn't matter as long as it shows me the way to the Forest goal. Oh, hey. Moyes, I don't think Everton are going to score today. Ginga says, afternoon key, how's the match? Alpha Vecca says maybe one of the shirts in your background was picked up as gambling. Carlsberg, Nintendo, Kia, Spain. Yeah, I don't think there is any that's got gambling references on. Yeah, Ajax isn't, is it? And then Lazio's not. PSG's Opel. Yeah, no, I don't think... I don't know. Could be anything, couldn't it? Villa chance! Yes! Villa 1-0 up! It's Matty Cash! And he was my team of the season prediction as well. Matty Cash. We were talking about him. What an absolutely fantastic season he's had. Matty Cash doing really well, getting forward, arriving at the back stick. And Arsenal are a goal down. And Villa are in this title race. Arsenal are crumbling. Arsenal are falling to bits. Come on, Villa. Matty Cash. Get in there. Is he onside? Please be onside. Please be onside. When the ball gets played in, Cash, he's just loitering. It's got... Oh, it might be snug. Oh, they're going to draw lines on this one. They're going to draw lines on it. There might be, whether or not the Arsenal player gets a flick on it, does that reset the lines at all? But it's 1-0. 1-0 to Villa. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Aston Villa. Fully deserved to be in front here. There's a check for offside. There's a check. Daniel says, if I were to guess, it's repeating numbers from scores and predictions. Yeah, I mean, maybe. But even that is a bit tame, isn't it? People asking what's prediction, what score do you think? I have got to. If someone says I've got a bet, I need this to happen. That's not promoting gambling. That's just stupid. I'm not even promoting it. I'm just someone else says it in the chat. But anyway, yeah, they're very, very tetchy with it. Bams says Arsenal to win. Well, at this moment in time, it's looking very much like a Villa win. Villa have been the stronger of the two. And they're still pushing forward here. Difficult place to go, Villa Park, as we all know. And Arsenal are a goal down. If they're going to win it, they're going to have to come back from behind. Daniel says, can you stop doing watch-alongs to my teams, please? Mate, you support about 14 different teams. You've got to give me a chance. You can't support Coventry. Who are you going to support next season when Coventry are playing Arsenal? You big dirty turncoat, you. Sat there with your half and half scarf on. Scottish GHK says 1-0, not to the Arsenal. And Daniel says, if I were to guess... Oh, we've done that one, sorry. Callum says he's on. Look at Nkapie. Villa are the giant killers at the minute. 3-star Reds itching for the game to start now. It's good. I love it. I love this. We might actually start to get a bit of a title race on here. Corner to Villa. Great play from Morgan Rogers. They can't take him down that left-hand side. Where does this leave Villa? Would Villa be 3 points behind Arsenal as well? No. Villa would be 6 points behind Arsenal. Oh, hang on a minute. No, that's wrong. Why is it? It's still not showing it. It's not showing it. It's not updated. It's 1-0. Oh, yeah. So Villa would be 3 points behind. City could be as much as 2. City win today against Sunderland. They're 2 points behind them. I'm telling you, my prediction for City to win this league is still on. Villa, ball whipped in. Oh. 2 Arsenal players combined. Gravel voice, says Shell. Oh, that's Sean Dyson, not me. Daichi. Yeah, 3 points, Callum. 3 points behind Villa. 3 points. City will be 2 if they beat Sunderland. I mean, if Arsenal start dropping points, Christ, Liverpool aren't a million miles away. If we can pull our finger out and get a little bit of a run together. I mean, that would be the comeback of all comebacks if Liverpool managed to win the title from here. I'll be happy with a win this afternoon. Alpha Vega says he's only 28. Is a perfect clip for Cash, by the way. He's only 28. What do you mean? Is he actually only 28? Leicester 3-0. Oh, no. I need Derby to not lose by more than 2 goals. Bradders, Villa are second after not winning most of the start of the season. This is it. It shows, doesn't it? You get a few wins, a few little back-to-back wins, and it can all start to change. It can all start to just build a little bit of momentum. You'll start to fly up that league if you get 2 or 3 wins back-to-back. Shows you. Villa were not... They were in the mire at the start of the season. And, you know, as much criticism as Liverpool and Arne Slot are getting right now, look at where Liverpool were at the start of September, or mid-September, before the first international break. We were like 5 points clear. All of a sudden, it's, you know, we've fallen apart, but we can very quickly gather ourselves again. It's not like we've not got quality. If Arsenal do have something of a blip, then, you know, it opens the gates for other teams, and who knows? Daniel says, I can only be comfortable if Arsenal are 12 points ahead. And Shell says, come on, Mikel, sort it out. Listen, if Arsenal... I just can't believe there is a world where Arsenal don't win the league this season. If they don't win it, it's shocking, really. Absolutely shocking. Like, Arteta sackable offence type shocking. I don't think he'll get sacked, mind, but he should be in the conversation. You can't keep going and not winning league titles. He has to win it at some point, Mikel Arteta. With the amount of money they've spent and the amount of time he's got, the amount of good grace that he's got, you can't keep not winning the big trophies. Anna Munkana says, up the Villa. Scottish GHK, Villa first 4 games, no goals, 1 point. I love the swings in football. You don't get it anywhere else, do you? Any other sport, it doesn't feel like you get this amount of... Would it be juxtaposition? I guess it is a little bit of juxtaposition. Welsh Wing says Arsenal have 3 centre-backs out, though. Well, they do, but, I mean, I feel like Ben White's 50 million, Jurriën Timber's 50 million. It's not, you know, they've still got Hincapié, 50 million. Like, they're not playing kids at centre-back. Like, when Liverpool have got... We've got 1 centre-back out. We're playing Joe Gomez and Gravenberch sometimes, so it's... It's not quite the same. When Liverpool had 3 centre-backs out a few years ago, we had Nat Phillips and Reece Williams playing centre-back. Arsenal, far post. Good defending by Villa. And Anna Moncana, we are too good, brought up the Villa. What a Brew says, pulling out the YouTube-only streams now, cheeky boy. Mate, I got banned. I got suspended on TikTok. That's why I'm not live on TikTok anymore. Or at least not for the next 72 hours. I can't be on TikTok now for the next 72 hours at least. So, yeah. YouTube only. Here's Declan Rice. Shot. Easy peasy. Pour that from Rice. And Callum says, apart from Newcastle away, Arsenal look timid away from home. And to be honest, they shouldn't have won that one, should they? If not for Nick Pope literally throwing the game at the end, quite literally throwing the game at the end, Arsenal should have only got a point at best in that. Oh, John McGinn. What a player he is. Look at the state of that. That's fantastic from John McGinn. Over to Morgan Rogers. And Ben White puts it out for... Oh, no, he's kept it in. Well done. What a Brew says banned for what? Oh, promoting gambling. I didn't promote gambling. I must have read a comment out from someone that said... Do you think there could be another goal in the game because I've got a bet on? Or something like that. Something really tame like that. And it just went bang. Live access revoked. You'll get it back. You'll get it back at, I think it's December the 9th to get it back. So, yeah, which is what? Tuesday? Tuesday night I'll be live for the Champions League. Is that the 9th? Yeah, Tuesday night. I'll be like... When Liverpool's on in the Champions League, I'll be back on TikTok. But for this weekend and Monday Night Football, Man United and Wolves, I won't be on. Welsh Ring says, I don't think many teams will go to Villa Park and get a result. Not even City could. Yeah, it's one of them places, Villa Park. A bit like Newcastle as well. Just, they seem to up the game 10-15%. And the thing with Villa is they've got a fabulous manager who's now getting them through away games, like the one against Brighton in midweek. Just an absolutely fantastic performance. Daniel says Timber was 30 and Hincapié is on loan. No, Hincapié is not on loan. Hincapié is 50 million at the end of this season on an obligation. He's on loan with an obligation to buy. 50 million quid, you've paid it. You've committed. That's 50 million quid out your budget, whether you like it or not. And there you go. And Jurriën Timber was 38.5, so he was closer to 40 than 30. Oh, what a run this is! Hit it! Yo, unlucky! Very, very close. Alpha Vecca says Man City would have gotten a result if Pep didn't have a stroke in the second half. And What a Brew says can't complain with Arsenal losing unless you've got them in your 57-1 ACCA. FCB says I see you tomorrow, Key, having lunch and then soccer Saturday. And then I can't watch Liverpool as I am watching Gremlins. Alright, nice. Well, it's half time here at Villa Park. Aston Villa 1, Arsenal 0. Great scoreline so far. Great result for everyone else in the Premier League. Let's be honest, everyone's rooting for Villa here. Everybody is Villa today. Apart from maybe Wolves and Birmingham fans. And Shell, our Everton fan, because she likes Mikel Arteta. But other than that, everyone is very much Villa today. And Villa 1-0 up, doing very, very well. So yeah, second half. I mean, look, Unai Emery, if you're in this position, you've got some options on the bench, but do you use them at this point to try and do you try and close the game out? What's the approach that he takes here? What is the approach that he takes? Because at 1-0 up at home against Arsenal, I feel like... I mean, let's look at the bench. They've got Buendia they could bring on if they need a goal. They've got Luca Dean. I wouldn't change the defence at all, would you? Lindelof, Marlon and Sancho. He hasn't really got any... He could maybe bring Lindelof in and move to a back five. You know, maybe he could bring off one of the attackers. Maybe bring off someone like Tielemans or you know, Roger. I mean, Tielemans isn't having a good game at all, is he? You could probably drop Tielemans out, put Lindelof on and move him back to centre-back. Would that be the approach? Would you maybe do that? Or would you keep things exactly as they are and try and keep going at Arsenal? Stay front foot, try and go and kill him off with a second goal. Callum says Odegaard seems to slow down Arsenal's attack. He does, doesn't he? I think Eze needs to go in the middle where Odegaard is. It's pointless to me. I don't understand why they put Eze off the left. It's crazy. They need Martinelli over on the left where they get natural width, move Eze into the middle, or take Eze off. You either have Odegaard or Eze in the middle. You do not have... It's baffling. You do not have Odegaard or Eze. You don't have Odegaard and Eze on the pitch at the same time. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Daniel says, you say you like Arsenal, but you want them to lose every match. I do, don't I? I can't explain that. And Daniel says Eze shouldn't be playing left wing. No, he shouldn't. He definitely shouldn't. So would you bring Martinelli on? All right, well, let's flip it then. If you're Mikel Arteta, what approach do you take if you're Mikel Arteta? How do you change this up? You know, you've got Trossard on the bench. Trossard, we know he can pinch a goal. Martinelli, Madueke, Gyökeres, they've got a wealth of attacking options on the bench. Something tells me that we'll see pretty much all of them at some point in this game if it stays the same. Do you maybe throw in someone who's like a little bit less of a bit more of a rogue shout? Someone like Wanyeri maybe? Someone who's a little bit... They don't quite know what to expect from Wanyeri. Maybe not done as much homework on Wanyeri because of how young he is. I don't know. I just feel like Saka isn't getting as much joy down that right-hand side. Ben White is far too deep. He's not getting us forward as much as maybe Arsenal would like. Odegaard, I feel like, is our problem. Eze is Arsenal's worst-rated outfield player. And that's because he's lost the ball every time he's got it, and the ball is very rarely getting to him anyway. He's had very few touches. In the game so far, he's had 13 touches. There you go. 13 touches, 7 out of 9 accurate passes, lost every one of his aerial duels, committed 1 foul. So, struggling. Yeah, struggling, Eberechi Eze. Bradder says, going to play it out. We've seen with a lot of teams, they try and sit back, and most teams end up drawing or losing the game. And Alpha Vega says, if I'm Mikel Arteta, I'd take off Odegaard for Trossard right now. What, shift Trossard to the left, put Eze in the middle? Shell says Leicester are 3-0 up at half-time against Derby. That's a horrendous Midlands derby, East Midlands derby for Derby County. Bradder says Arteta's got to get Eze through the middle somehow. And Scottish GHK says Arsenal, wanting Arsenal to lose is to allow a decent title race, probably. I mean, it is as much for that. It is as much for that, but it's also because... I would rather City win the title than Arsenal. I don't dislike Arsenal. If I had to choose between Chelsea and Arsenal winning it, it's Arsenal every day. I'd much rather Arsenal win the league than Chelsea, but I'd much rather City win it than Arsenal. So I don't really care who wins it if it isn't Liverpool, but I would much more prefer City to win it. Daniel says, almost all of the bench can play left wing and we don't start a left winger. Trossard has been the best winger this season, so he should come on at the 55th minute if there's no improvement. Well, let's see. Let's see how we get on in the second half. Arsenal's bench, I still don't... He's got Lewis Skelly on the bench. Again, I don't expect to see Lewis Skelly. I feel really sorry for him because... He's barely playing. He was on the bench, didn't get off the bench against Brentford. He was on the bench, didn't get off the bench against Sunderland. He played 1 minute against Tottenham. He's 1 minute against Burnley, 3 minutes against Crystal Palace, on the bench against Fulham, on the bench against City, on the bench against Bilbao, 3 minutes against Newcastle. Honestly, the poor lad, 19 years of age, he needs to leave Arsenal. Absolutely needs to leave Arsenal, Lewis Skelly, if he's going to get anywhere in his career. Because they've got 2 left-backs ahead of him. Alpha Baker says Arsenal hasn't won a league title in my living memory. I want it to stay that way. See, I grew up with Arsenal and United. That was the two. I mean, I grew up, to be honest, Newcastle were a great team before Arsenal. But, yeah, the main title races I grew up watching was Arsenal and United. 90s, mid to late 90s. Ian Wright, Vieira, Anelka, Overmars, Petit, later Henry. You know, good Arsenal sides. I like Arsenal a lot for that reason. I grew up watching amazing Arsenal sides. They're an absolutely brilliant club, but for whatever reason, I feel like most football fans don't like Arsenal, or the ones that don't like Arsenal don't like them because of Arteta. It's nothing to do with the players or the fans even per se. It's the manager. Mikel Arteta's just a thoroughly unlikable person, isn't he? A thoroughly dislikable person. And it's more because he's such a dislikable person and hasn't actually won anything. Like, you can be a bit of a knob, can't you? If you've got the minerals, if you've got the wherewithal and the trophies to show for it, but he just hasn't. It's one of them where he's all mouth and no trousers. Shell's wanting a Leeds win, and Daniel says Martin Lewis Skelly played against... Miles Lewis Skelly played against Bayern. He did, but that's the only type of games he's playing. It's only going to be against, like, he's only getting run-outs in midweek. He's not playing in the... I know you'd say Bayern's a big game, but I just don't think it qualifies as a big game from an Arsenal point of view. It's effectively a pass in a league phase in the Champions League. If that's a knockout qualifier or a second leg or something, he isn't playing. Miles Lewis Skelly isn't playing in that. He just isn't. Alf says, I definitely hate the Arsenal fan base. They never shut up. Oh, Crouchy and Ali McCoist look very, very happy. We've got a chat coming from Twitch. Mogsy. How's it going, Mogsy? Good to see you. Key, who do you think is Aston Villa's greatest Premier League 11? Aston Villa's greatest Premier League 11. Help me out, chat. Help me out. In goal, Aston Villa's greatest Premier League 11. Let's do that while it's half time. Why do I keep thinking Bosnich? Bosnich wouldn't qualify, would he? Bosnich, Friedel. Would Martinez get a shout now? I feel like Martinez is a better goalkeeper. Yeah, it probably is Martinez, isn't it? I liked Friedel, though. Friedel was a very good goalkeeper. Maybe Friedel, maybe Martinez, I don't know. Defence. Is this Premier League? Are we talking Premier League, Mogsy? You did say Premier League era, didn't you? So does that mean we're including, like, Paul McGrath? Would McGrath go in there? He was a top defender, but I don't know if we're including, I don't know. I'm torn between including Villa legends and the great Villa sides, that I've seen in the last, 25, 30. Like, for me, I think Downing and Milner and Young would be in there. Like, Ashley Young was absolutely brilliant for Villa. James Milner was brilliant. Stuart Downing was brilliant. I think about... Ollie Watkins has had a great career at Villa. Alpha Vega, Grealish, Defo, yeah. Grealish over Downing, probably, yeah. So Grealish, Ashley Young on the right, James Milner through the middle, maybe with John McGinn. I like the look of that. That's proper 4-4. That's proper Brexit midfield, but I like that. Grealish, Milner, Barry. No, Gareth Barry has to be in there, doesn't he? Yeah, it's Young, Grealish as part of a front three. Midfield of McGinn, Barry, Milner. There you go. And then I need a centre forward. Dion Dublin, John Carew, Ollie Watkins. It'd have to be Ollie Watkins, wouldn't it? Benteke. Benteke was really good for Villa. I don't think he was quite world class though. Centre forwards for him. Dwight York. Dwight York was brilliant. I mean, it's before his time at United, but Dwight York probably, you know, he was a shitbag, but he was a great player, Dwight York. I'd probably go Dwight York. I know it won't be popular with Villa fans, but I'd probably put Dwight York in there. Defence. I don't know. Defence. See, I think back to like Martin Larsson. Martin Larsson was a very good centre-back for Villa. Ugo Ekiog. I'm struggling. Help me out. Gareth Barry's got to go in there. I don't think Garner Gay would. No. Garner Gay wasn't that good at Villa. He was only there one season. He got relegated. He's a wonderful player, but I feel like if we're doing it, we've got to do it based on their time at Villa. I think that seems fair. Scottish GHK says, Key, disqualifying a manager for not winning as a player is a bit unfair. If a really, really good player who won loads fails as a manager, it doesn't take away from their playing career. Hang on a minute, I didn't say anything about Arteta not winning anything as a player. Yeah, I wasn't on about him not winning as a player. I was on about him not winning as a manager. He's not really won anything as a manager. That's what I was getting at, not as a player. He was a good player. Yeah, he was a good player. He's won more as a player than he has as a manager. Daniel says, did you see Ferdinand tweeted he's a man of the people after his awful performance yesterday? I mean, he'd said that even before the awards, hadn't he? He's just annoying, isn't he? Alpha Vega says, I didn't even know Dwight York ever played for Villa. Yeah, that's who United signed him from. He was a marvellous player, Dwight York. But John Gregory, I've seen on a podcast John Gregory did where literally he just turned up one day and he just said, I don't want to play for you anymore. And John Gregory was like, what do you mean? He was like, yeah, I don't want to play for you anymore. I don't want to play. I've had an offer from Man United. And he was like, well, the club have decided not to accept it and we've got a game tonight. And Dwight York was like, I just don't want to play. Not playing for you. So yeah, I don't know. I just think defence. I'm just struggling with Villa defence. Shell says Martin Keown any good at Villa? He was only there very briefly. Here we go. Peter Schmeichel, Dalian Atkinson, David Platt, Paul McGrath. People are saying Paul McGrath's got to be in there. Olof Mellberg. Oh, we've got to get Olof Mellberg in there. We've got to get Olof Mellberg in there. Yeah, I think it's McGrath. It's McGrath and Mellberg at centre-back. And then we need left-backs and right-backs. Ooh, Steve Staunton. Steve Staunton was a good full-back for Villa. He was left-back, wasn't he? But Steve Staunton left-back. And maybe someone like... we need a good right-back. Maybe Matty Cash. Matty Cash for the goal today. Shell says, Mikel was an amazing player. And Alf says, do you think it's a good evening for Arsenal so far? Not quite, but they're going to make a couple of changes here. Gyökeres and Trossard coming on, which I can only assume is going to be for Marino. And it'd be interesting if it's for Eze or is it for Odegaard? If it's for the captain, Martin Odegaard, I think that tells you a big story there. And it might unsettle the dressing room. If it's for Eze, that would make sense. Who is he bringing these players on for? That's the question. Eze off. I tell you what, that is very shocking. If it's Eze off for Trossard, I know that keeps it like for like, but we know that Eze is playing better than Odegaard. Odegaard's the captain. He's got the armband. But I tell you something, I think that might cause a bit of a revolt if they don't do well here. If they lose here or draw, there'll be some in the changing room not so happy with that. Gyökeres fixing his hair before he scores a brace, says Daniel. And Sam, how's it going, Sam? Good to see you. How are you feeling ahead of Wolves game this weekend? Wolves against Man United, Monday Night Football. Daniel says, Richard Dunn. Yeah, Richard Dunn, James Collins and Martin, or Stilian Petrov, wasn't it? Not Martin. Martin Petrov played for City, didn't he? But yeah, Stilian Petrov. Cracking player. Shell says, FA Cup on TNT today. FPL says, reports Everton have contacted Aston Villa over the possible transfer of striker Matty Cash. They would like to bolster their strikers and people who can find the back of the net. Oh, hey, mate. Everton will be contacting anyone and everyone who can put the ball in the back of the net. Right, we're off for the second half here at Villa Park. Come on, Villa. Let's put the Arsenal away. There you go. Right, we're all synced up. Sam says, not confident, Key. I think United win 1-0. Oh, you're such a glass half empty, Sam. Sort yourself out. It can't be that I've got more confidence in Wolves than you have. Maybe I think I've got a little bit of hopium for Monday night because I want United to lose so badly. But I really do. I fancy Wolves to get something in that game against United. It might be the game where you get your long-awaited win. United were dreadful the other night against Sunderland. Against West Ham. Liverpool played Sunderland. Alpha Vega says, has Everton contacted Man City for Savio yet? I didn't know that was happening. Right, here we go. Bukayo Saka down the right-hand side. Keep him out. Saka into the box. Great ball. Oh, good defending. Very good defending. It's gone behind for a corner kick. And Daniel says, Isak took a page out of York's book. Well, not quite. Alexander Isak didn't quite do what Dwight York did. Alexander Isak said, well, yeah, no, listen, I'll train, of course, and I'd love to play. But I've got a really bad back. My thigh's really sore at the minute. Oh, I can't play. I'd love to play, but I can't play. I think it's going to cause me real jip this season, my thigh. The only thing that'll seem to cure it is a move to Liverpool. I need southern climes to ease my thigh problem. Alpha Vecca says, I was joking because someone said Everton wants a scorer. Yeah, Everton need goal scorers, Everton. That's going to be their problem this season. And Daniel says, Wolves haven't been the same since losing to Coventry. Yeah, that late winner. Was it Hadji Wright who scored the late winner last season in the FA? Was it the FA Cup, wasn't it, that game? Great game, that one. Sam says, to be fair, I think it'd be written in the stars if United slip up against us. Come on, I can't wait for that game Monday night. I'm looking forward to that one more than I'm looking forward to Leeds-Liverpool tonight because I just feel like Leeds are going to do a number on us. I'm panicking. Now I'm panicking. I'm going to lose my job. I'm really worried for that Leeds game tonight. Arsenal into the box. Keep them out, Villa. Keep them out. Good defending. Well done, Villa. Hincapié all the way back to David Raya. And FPL says once Barry scores, they'll be off and running. Tierno Barry's got a lot of ability. Yeah, he has. He's got talent, hasn't he? He's so lacking in confidence. You can see the lad every time you could see it on his face. He was one-on-one with Petrovic against Bournemouth the other night. He gets one-on-one. He dinks the ball over him. It goes over the bar. And you could just see it on his face like, oh, nothing is going in for me at the minute. He got the goal against Newcastle when they were 4-0 down. Like, sliced it off his shin into the far corner. It was a properly scruffy goal. And he celebrated. Even though they were 4-0 down, he celebrated like he'd won the World Cup. And then the linesman, VAR... Game over. Sorry, mate. Ruled out. Shocking. Really, I do. And I know I'm a Liverpool fan, so obviously it's funny. But I do feel sorry for Tierno Barry. I really do. Because I do think he's a talented player at heart. Scottish GHK says, Wolves are not going to beat United, but I'll be in stitches if they do. And Alf says they bought Tierno Barry after he had one good game and now they can't get a goal. It shocks me how often football clubs buy players based off one season. See, I don't agree with that. Because Tierno Barry has had one of those mad careers that you don't tend to see players have. He's literally moved club every 12 months. 5 years ago, or was it 4 years ago, he was in the French 5th division. Right, he's gone from the French 5th division, started scoring for fun in the French 5th division at like 17, 18, right? Does well there, get to move to the Belgian 2nd division with Beveren, right? Starts scoring for fun in Belgium's 2nd division. Does really well there at 19. Arsenal, strike wide! Yeah, there you go, Trossard, drags it wide. Yeah, he does well at Beveren. He then gets to move from Beveren to Switzerland, and he goes and plays for Bâle. Goes to Bâle, 12 to 18 months at Bâle, scoring for fun, get to move to Villarreal. 12 to 18 months at Villarreal, he only gets, I think it's 13 goals he gets at Villarreal. And then he's got the move to Everton straight away. So he's literally like every single year just stepped up and up a level. And that's got to be hard. At some point you're going to reach your ceiling and you're going to have to take some time to adjust and sort of try and get yourself in the rhythm a little bit. He's never been in one place for more than 12 months, really. So, yeah, I mean, I do feel like he's going to adapt and he'll get better. But to not have a single goal by December, it doesn't bode well. But this Everton side struggle, don't they? They struggle. Alf says, we need a second goal. Villa need a second goal, I can't lie. And Callum says, United have been awful since they beat Liverpool. Daniel, Coventry came from behind to score two stoppage time goals, sending Coventry to Wembley 2 seasons ago. And Coventry play Ipswich today, who knocked Coventry out the FA Cup last season. Yeah, what a game that's going to be in the 3 o'clocks. Coventry, Ipswich. 2 sides who I would have expected to be maybe in opposite positions right now. I would have expected Coventry to kind of be just outside the playoff places and Ipswich to be runaway leaders. Daniel, Trossard looking dangerous already. And Daniel says, got to be a baller to play for Bâle. Some cracking players played for Bâle. Although I remember West Ham signed a player, a striker who was very, very good for Bâle. Albion Ayeti, you might remember his name. He scored for fun in Switzerland. And when West Ham signed him, I thought, oh, they're in. Oh, Arsenal 1-1. Trossard, he's only been on the pitch 2 minutes and it's 1-1. Oh, that little shit. He does it every time. Every time. Look at the state. Come on, Villa, wake up. Gotta beat these. The crap. Fuck's sake. It's been all Arsenal second half. I mean, look at them giving it away. Villa, they're dreadful, these. Don't know why I was relying on these to get a result. He's not offside. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, it's so lucky. It's so lucky. Look at that deflection which takes it to Trossard. It's going behind. Gyökeres runs in front of it. Saka. Oh, just so lucky, boys. Deflected off the keeper. Deflected off Cash. And then deflected in. Ah, 3 deflections. Deflection FC. Deflection FC. 1-1. Poor defending, says Alf. And there's like 4 different players who should have cleared the ball there. And Daniel says Ipswich have spent big money in replacing Hutchinson and Delap. They have, yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's Reece. Reece has turned up. They're going to win this, Arsenal. They'll win this. Trossard. Come on. Keep them out, Villa. No, shocking. Straight out of play. Trossard again, ole. Deflection FC. That's what we're going to have to rename him. Deflection FC. And Scottish GHK, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Best stepping up ever, Vardy. It can happen. Yes, Scottish GHK. Very nice of you, mate. Thank you. And Alpha Vicar says, these teams play worse against Arsenal. I swear to God. The defending's shocking, innit? Absolutely shocking. Gyökeres already on the pitch and giving the ball away. And now Villa up the other end. Go on, Ollie Watkins. You've got to finish it, lad. You've got to finish it. You're dreadful. You're dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Get him off for Donyell Marlin. Get a proper striker on. He's absolute garbage, Ollie Watkins. Absolute garbage. Reece says it's alright, Key. Not everyone can be top of the league. Daniel says, can you say Villa will win so Arsenal will win? I will do no such thing. Thank you very much. Michelle says, flapping FC, Ollie Watkins. Honestly, Villa free kick here now. Come on, Villa. Come on, the Villa. I desperately need our Derby getting on, Shell. Still 3-0. Even, hey, Christ, Norwich 2-1 up at Vicarage Road as well. Is that the first game in charge for Philippe Clement as well? It is, isn't it? Philippe Clement in charge of Norwich. Should be getting them out the relegation zone. Right, free kick to Villa. Come on, Onana. Get Onana's head on this here now. This is what we want. Onana header. Ball whipped in. Poor. Still Leicester 3-0. Oh, what a pass that is. Villa. Oh, you moron. What's that? Matty Cash. Christ, I can't believe we was bigging you up. John McGinn with an absolute wonder pass. What? Look at the state of that. Absolutely bisects the defence. And Matty Cash. Oh, mate, you get in such a good position there and he's just smashed it out. So poor. Alpha Vegas says Clement from coaching Champions League teams to coaching relegation fodder in the Championship. Yikes. Well, I saw Neil Warnock last night commenting on Philippe Clement and saying that he was quite arrogant. He said, when I was managing Aberdeen and he was up there managing Rangers, I thought he was very arrogant. I mean, I don't know if there's anyone that Neil Warnock has encountered that he doesn't think is pretty arrogant at one time or another. I do like Neil Warnock, though. Right, come on. Come on, Villa. Let's wake up. 35 minutes to go. Come on, Unai. Pull something out the bag here. Unai Emery. Proper manager. Proper Spanish manager. Knows how to win. Oh, Jesus Christ, Villa. They're going long again and they're just... Arsenal winning all the second balls here. Now Arsenal going long. Christ, this is dreadful football. Both teams have decided we're just going to play zero-sum football now. Percentage football. Let's turn it into a game of Bolton against Stoke circa 2006. That is literally like what they're trying to do here. Bolton v Stoke 2006. Here's Martin. Tielemans into Onana. Steve, Dallas Cowboys. Good to see you, Steve. Villa improved a lot since their bad beginning of the season. I hope they win this. Us too, Steve. I'm certainly rooting for them. We've got a few Arsenal fans in the chat who aren't quite sure, Steve. But yeah, I'm with you. I want Villa to win it too. Lots of love to the Dallas Cowboys as well, mate. Good to see you on the channel and hopefully you stick around. Thank you for the comment. Daniel says, such a good pass by him again. It would have been easy to have mistaken him for Odegaard. Yeah, unbelievable pass. Defence splitting stuff. And Scottish GHK says, Warnock, one of the lads, he can spot arrogance. I like Steve. Yeah, I like Steve Warnock. Definitely don't like Stephen Warnock. Neil Warnock. Good lad. Astelitano Jovianti. I don't know if I've spelt that right, mate, but good to see you. Thanks for the comments. How are you doing? Who are you supporting in this one? And what score do you think it'll be at the end of the game? Great pass into the middle. Great play from Villa. Standing up. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hit it. Oh, just slowing the game down. Stand it. Stop fannying around with it. Honestly, the more touches you take, the more your striker has to readjust. Has to keep readjusting. Oh, that's a terrible clearance. It's going to go out for a throw-in, is it? Yeah. Gyökeres sliced clearance. They're getting a bit nervy here, Arsenal. They've sank a little bit deeper. It's all Villa. Different phase of the game now. Arsenal came out strong at the start of the second half. They scored. I thought they would push on and maybe go on to take the game. But it looks like Villa have responded very, very quickly. Arsenal dropping very deep. And they're looking a little bit panicky in their own box again. Be amazing if Villa can take the lead in this one again. Long throw. Oh! Hit it, Martin! Oh, you've got to keep that down! Get your weight over the top of it. Scuffed high wide and not very handsome from Ian Martin. Again, 40 million quid for him. He's not been a particularly high value signing, has he? Is that Raul? Oh, the great Raul in the stands. He was a phenomenal player. Do you know what? He gets so unfairly, like, because he played for Real Madrid and it was the great Real Madrid side and whatever, he's never mentioned as like one of the greats, one of the all-time great strikers, Raul. He was phenomenal. If you watch a Raul compilation of goals, like, have a look on YouTube, top 10, top 20 Raul goals. Fucking hell. Even when he went to Schalke, some of his best goals at Schalke, he was like absolute peak. R9, Ronaldinho, Ruud van Nistelrooy, top quality finishes, tricks as well. Could do it all. Wonderful player. Oh, Saka's having a whinge. Daniel says, have you seen that video of the journo asking Onana for a comment but doesn't know his first name? Is it the one where he asks him, is it where he says he's Andre Onana and it's Amadou? Is it that one? I don't recall the specific one you're talking about. Nuka Pluto, can Arsenal lose? We're all hoping for it, mate. We're all rooting for Villa. That's a foul, referee. Thank you, sir. We'll take that. I am rooting for an Arsenal loss, followed by a Forest win, followed by a Liverpool win. Alf says, if you watch the top 20 Darwin Núñez goals compilation, it'd look pretty good too. Well, give that, yeah, okay, fair enough. That's the one fly in the soup, isn't it? That's the... that is the one little flaw to my devilishly good argument, is that anyone looks pretty good on a YouTube compilation. However, I do think the goals with Raul are particularly wonderful. Daniel, I didn't recognise Raul with short, dry hair. Yeah, he always had that little mop, and it was always sopping wet, wasn't it? He never really slicked it back either. Do you know who else was really good? Guti. Guti was another underrated Real Madrid player. And Santiago Solari as well. Oh, Villa have nipped in. Must finish it. Must finish it. What are you doing? Oh, again. The fucking how many times? Kamara. Jesus Christ. They're so bad, these. They're so bad. They've had so many chances where you could walk it in the net. Arsenal giving it away. They're panicking at the back, and now Arsenal in the box. Don't concede here. Trossard. Keep him out, Villa. Oh, come on. Trossard's done really well since he's come on, you've got to say, but he's just give the ball away there, and Villa on the counter-attack here now. Yes, Villa. Morgan Rogers. Go on. Watkins. Get at him. Show him something. Drop his shoulder. Have a go. Have a go. Oh, good effort. Unlucky. Big save from Raya. That was better. That was better. Come on, Villa. Taylor Hive says, afternoon key, going to the darts later, can't wait. Nice, well done Taylor, love to see it. Which darts are you going? Is it Ali Pally or... Alpha Vega I swear down, they score these chances against City, Liverpool or Chelsea. And Daniel says, yeah, that one, Andre isn't even my name, mate, go on. It's mad, innit, with Amadou Onana, because he doesn't even sound like... He sounds like he's from... Like, he just sounds like he's from, I don't know, Cheshire. He's just got a proper, like... Even Isak's a bit like that. Like, when you listen to him speak Swedish, you think, oh, like... But his accent is like... He just sounds like normal English, naturalised, like he's lived in England all his life. Oh, great effort. There's no real twang. Taylor says, Lakeside, mate. Nice. Enjoy it, man. Arsenal, yeah, he was miles offside there. But Trossard causing all sorts of problems. Very clever. But Ben White, absolutely shocking. Calafiori giving it away. Poor from Calafiori and White. And Villa just got themselves in such a muddle at the back. Daniel Martin has disrespected every club he went on loan to. In what sense? In what sense? And Taylor was going to join on TikTok, but couldn't you know I'm always in your life? Well, TikTok's off, mate. I'm suspended on TikTok for 72 hours. So no TikTok for the next 72 hours for me. Alf says, depends on how much you socialise with natives, I think. If you live in a country for a long time, you're going to pick up their accent, to be fair. Yeah, but, Isak's only been in the UK for 4 years. You don't pick it up that much. Especially if you've lived in Sweden for most of your life. And then he's gone to Germany for a couple of years. He's gone to Spain for a couple of years. And then he's been in England for 4. I don't know. I don't think you'd have that much. But Amadou Onana. Chance. Oh, good strike. Good save. Tolga says, come on, Aston Villa. Yes, Tolga. And What a Brew says, this game is screaming for Donyell Marlin. This is what we want. Come on. Come on, Villa. 66 minutes on the clock, 25 to go. Massive 25 minutes this in the title race. Look at Gabriel Heinze just having a quick word with his manager. And Taylor says, looks like I'll be chatting to you on here. I will, because your lives are the best. Oh, cheers, Taylor. That's very kind of you, mate. Well, enjoy the darts later, man, if we don't see you back for the Leeds-Liverpool game. Scottish GHK key is TikTok sick, apparently, for no good reason. They just don't like me over there. Chance. Oh, Rice skews it over. Yeah, they just don't like me over on TikTok. I'm too hot for TV. Too toxic for TikTok. The Chinese. A great bunch of lads. Daniel says his comments in the summer he leaves. He always says something about being better than the club he was at. Really? I didn't know that. Well, yeah, I don't like that. That's not very good. Alf says, I'll be doing some voodoo to manifest the Aston Villa 2-1 now. Here is Donyell Marlin. He's already looking a lot more direct than Ollie Watkins did. Running straight at him. He's claiming a back pass there. You're never going to get that. Never a back pass. Come on. 68 minutes on the clock. Don't forget, if you're new around here, please do give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe. I am live every single day. I'll be live later on for Leeds-Liverpool. I'm live tomorrow for 2 Premier League games as well. Live Monday night for Wolves against Manchester United. Live Tuesday and Wednesday for the big Champions League games. Thursday for the Europa League. We're doing Villa away at Bâle on Thursday night. And I might do Crystal Palace. Away at Shelbourne. Couple of really good games in Europe on Thursday night next week as well. Taylor says, yeah, anyways, Key, I'm going now in a bit. Have a good rest of your day, mate. Take it easy. You too, Taylor. Strike! Oh, what a save! Wonderful strike from Odegaard. Massive save from Martinez. Important. Just how much of a touch did he get on this, though? Ooh, it might have just been hitting the crossbar. I don't think it was enough that it would have gone in. I don't think it was going in, but it was a good strike from Odegaard. Very decent strike. Needed saving. Think it might have hit the crossbar if he doesn't get the touch on it. Daniel says Trossard or a corner, seeing the most likely goal threats from Arsenal's point of view. Very fair. And Ben, that's some pass before by Martin Odegaard. He's had an half decent game. I know we were all talking about taking him off for, leave Eze on, put Odegaard on the bench for Trossard. That seems to be the change most people wanted. But hey, listen, if Arsenal get a result here, you've got to say Arteta's got it right. Chance for Arsenal. Oh, great defending, good block there, and great tackle from Kamara as well. Ball back in. Straight out for a goal kick. They're getting a little bit lucky here, Villa. There was a little bit of luck. Who was it who got the block on this one? Saka with the strike. Yeah, Kamara. Very important block because that was going in the bottom corner there. Good block. Martinez knocks it long. Ben, what a save, son. Arsenal into Gyökeres. Laid off to Trossard. Saka, keep him out. Good ball. Oh, that's wonderful. Unlucky. Good clearance from Villa. And that's a foul, ref. That's a foul and a yellow card, sir. Yellow card for Calafiori. There was quite a few people in there said card for Calafiori today. You've got it. It is a card. That was a shocking bit of defending. Rugby tackled John McGinn. Daniel says Odegaard and Saka are warming into the game. Yeah, Saka definitely starting to become a bit more of an influence on that right-hand side now. And Odegaard obviously having some big moments too. But Rice heads that back there and good clearance from Ezri Konsa. Really good clearance. Gyökeres just couldn't get in front of his man. All the way back to Martinez. Villa going long here. 20 minutes to go. Can either side get a winner? I feel like the next goal probably does win it, doesn't it? Whoever gets it. Villa have had some chances. Marlon, you're not going to beat into that one. Good pass though. But yeah, Villa have had some chances. They've had a lot of chances, and they should have maybe gone 2-1 in front. I feel like they've had the big chances in the game. Sancho about to come on. Christ. This is a roll of the dice. It's Sancho and... Is that Bo Harder coming on? Trossard's down. Should be alright. Yeah, it looks like it's Sancho and Bo Harder coming on. Odd changes this. Very odd changes. Sancho for who? Who's Sancho coming on for? You would assume it's going to be for maybe Morgan Rogers. Maybe Tielemans. Maybe McGinn goes central and they put Sancho on the right. I don't know what's going on here. Ostermog, how are we, Key? Haven't been in for a while. Do you reckon we have a chance later? Yeah, every chance. I mean, to be honest, mate, if we've not learned anything from Premier League football this season, is that anyone's got a chance against anyone. So yeah, there's always a chance. What would you say? What's your prediction? Here's Rice over to Timber. Daniel says Charlton v Pompey has been abandoned. Why? Why has it been abandoned? What's happened? What's happened at the Valley? Great play from Villa. Good defending. Here's Martin carrying it forward now. It's a foul, ref. That's a foul, ref. And it's a yellow card. Saka, get him off. Get him off, referee. Saka's been booked there. Saka's been booked and he should be off for that reaction. He should be booked for the foul and off for the reaction. Shocking that. He should be off there, Bukayo Saka. Get him off the pitch. Do you know what? Anyone else and he'd be off the pitch for that. Yellow card for dissent. Yellow card for the foul. He should be off straight away there, Bukayo Saka. can't react to the referee like that. Daniel says Villa putting on the scrubs. Hopefully that frees up some space for Arsenal. Well, it's Jadon Sancho coming on. Oh my God, I don't like those changes. Oh, Sancho and Bohada for McGinn and Onana. Oh, Villa are going to lose this. Villa are going to lose this, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. 15 minutes to go, Villa are going to lose this. I can't believe they've made those changes. I mean, who am I to disagree with Unai Emery? I like him a lot. He's a wonderful manager. He'll know more about football than I'll ever know more about football. Well, I don't understand those changes. Why are you putting Onana and McGinn in such a key moment of the game where their physicality so important? I know you might say, oh, well, they're looking a bit tired or whatever. I just feel like they're such important players for Villa. You can't be taking them off for Sancho and Bohada. That's not a clever change, that. If Arsenal... Saka runs into the keeper. Get him off! Get him off, ref! He's got to walk here, Saka. How many times? He's got to be ready here. This is absolutely shocking. Shell says, have you seen the team news 3-star? Oh, go on, what's the team news? Everton and Forest. Go on, let's have a look at Everton Forest team news. Here we go. Everton, Forest. Everton have got Pickford, O'Brien, Keane, Tarkovsky, Mikolenko, Garner, Dewsbury Hall, and Dye, Alcaraz, Grealish, Barry. For Forest, it's Sells, Williams, Morato, Milenkovic, Savona, Anderson, Sangare, Gibbs, White, Hutchinson and Doy, Igor, Jesus. Good teams, then. Daniel says referees have got every decision on Saka wrong today. He should be off. He should be off the pitch. He should be off the pitch. He made silly decisions like these for Arsenal. Oh, Villa going long. Here's Martin. He's had an half-decent game today, Martin. I think he's done all right down that left-hand side for Villa. Use of the ball's been a little bit questionable at times, but he's been, energetic. He's been up and down. It's exactly what you need against an Arsenal side when they try and pen you back in like they do. Martin's he's been front foot, hasn't he? He's done well. Great play. Here is Bohada. Villa just keeping the ball now, a little bit of possession. They need to just put the foot on it for a minute. Try and alleviate the pressure on the defence, because it's been non-stop for the last 10-15, hasn't it? They just need to calm things down a little bit. Try and get a little bit of rhythm back. And that's not a smart ball. Oh, Villa, chance! Oh, Marlon! Oh, just wide! Oh, Marlon very nearly putting them 2-1 up. Oh, so close. It's a lovely ball. Calafiori couldn't quite get the interception right. And Marlon, oh my God. Just wide of that far post. Big chance for Villa. Nearly winning it there late on. Huge opportunity for Daniel Marlon. Difficult chance though, it has to be said. Right-footed. He had to hit it first time. Saka's been taken off here for his own benefit. Madueke's coming on. Saka taken off to stop him getting sent off. Because he would. Next foul, he'd have been off the pitch. Bukayo Saka, very lucky boy to not have been sent off today. But he's off the pitch now, subbed off for Noni Madueke, who will just go straight onto that right-hand side, you'd imagine. Oh, that's wonderful play in the middle of the park from Villa. That's absolutely fantastic from Kamara and John McGinn. Oh, well, John McGinn's off, isn't he? Sorry. John McGinn didn't do much there. Kamara it was. Oh, what a pass that is! Oh, unlucky. Morgan Rogers breaking through. And David Raya comes out to claim it. Tielemans starting to link play up a little bit now. It's a good pass, that. Just a little bit too much on it. A little bit lighter. Morgan Rogers would have been one-on-one with Raya. Is that Rice dropping back into centre-back there? He's very deep, isn't he, Declan Rice? Yeah, it looks like Timber's gone over to... That's what's happened. Look at that. Rice is now centre-back alongside Timber. There's Ben White, and Calafiori's basically playing as a left winger. Calafiori's playing as a left winger, and Trossard's tucked in. Look at where Calafiori is there. Look how high he is. He's not a left-back, him. I mean, to be fair, a lot of teams do that at the minute, don't they? Do you see Chelsea doing that all the time with Cucurella or Gusto or, whoever, Reece James playing very, very high, almost playing like, sometimes centre-forward, sometimes the furthest person forward for Chelsea is their full-back, whoever it is. NUFC Isaac says, hey Key, just popping in to say hello, good to see you, Isaac. What do you think about the Burnley game coming up? Do you think Newcastle get a win in that one? And Callum says, Villa should have scored 2 or 3 here. They've been the better side, Villa. They have been the better side. I think it's been a good game. A point is probably the fair result based off what we've seen. But I just feel like Villa have... They've done enough. They've had enough clear chances. They should have won this. They'll be very disappointed. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, a point against Arsenal's not a bad result. Arsenal will probably feel the same, won't they? Point away at Villa Park. Villa in great form. It's not a bad result. But you just get the feel. Unai Emery will be looking at that and thinking, do you know what? Oh, on a different day, we take our chances. We're so close. What could have been? What could have been? NUFC Isaac says, I think we do. Yes, great to see that beautiful man Wisser on the bench. Oh, he's Wisser on the bench for Newcastle today. Well, that's a result, isn't it? That's good. Decent. Here's Martin. He's offside, I think, there. Is he? No. Great ball into the box. Martin. Oh, it ran across the goal line. Timber. Oh, my God. Very, very nearly. Oh, Timber. Timbuktu. Very, very nearly an own goal. Some massive chances coming Villa's way here late on in the game. Long ball over the top. Here's Morgan Rogers. Hit it! Hit it! No! It's all Villa. It's all Villa. If there's going to be a side that wins it here, you've got to imagine it's Villa. Arsenal haven't done anything. They've not done anything for about 20 minutes. Martinez comes long and clears it. Oh, this is brilliant from Aston Villa. Absolutely sensational. Daniel says, that's not Arteta's instruction. Calafiori is just a madman. Right, here's Bohada all the way back to Pau Torres. Villa in control. Villa very much in charge. NUFC Isaac, are you just going live on here now? I saw you weren't on TikTok before. No, I'm not on TikTok, mate, because I got suspended from TikTok. 72-hour suspension on TikTok because I promoted gambling. I didn't promote gambling. I don't promote anything or anyone. I read out a comment from someone who said, what's your prediction for this? I think, I don't know what he said exactly, but something like, what's your prediction for this? I need 1 more goal for my bet, or something like that. And I went, oh, right, yeah, I don't think there'll be another goal, mate. And then it just went, bang, live access revoked, 72 hours suspension. So I'm not going to be on TikTok now until Tuesday. But I'm live. I'm live for this one. And every other one, to be honest. I'm just going to be on YouTube and Twitch and everywhere else that I normally am. Daniel says, Arsenal have lost control. Watford 3, Norwich 2. Oh, bad debut for Philippe Clement. He was 2-1 up at Vicarage Road, but Tom Ince has scored to put Watford back in front. The Hornets taking charge, 3-2. Philippe Clement's debut. Bryn Super Blue, naughty key. Mate, you know, I've been suspended before for drinking from a Carlsberg glass. I was drinking Coke from a Carlsberg glass and it said suspension, 3-day suspension, promoting alcohol. Because I was drinking a glass of Coke from a Carlsberg thing. And UFC Isaac, I feel streaming on YouTube gives a lot more benefits, but TikTok's still a decent platform. Hey, listen, I'm on both of them anyway, usually. Arsenal, corner to Arsenal. Matty Cash, big deflection, that one. And Martinelli's about to come on. Look at the state of this. Oh, it's so nearly an own goal from Timber. Tolga's saying, come on, Aston Villa. Well, 5 minutes to go. Just a reminder, 5 minutes to go. If you haven't yet, please click like on the video. It massively helps me. We're just waiting for an Arsenal corner and Martinelli to come on. Please click like on the video. It massively helps me. If you can also subscribe, follow. I am live every single day. I'm live tonight for Leeds against Liverpool. I'm very nervous about that one as a Liverpool fan. I'm thinking Leeds might pinch something there. And I'm live tomorrow for 2 Premier League games. Live on Monday for Man United away at Wolves too. Ball whipped in. Keep him out. Oh, off the bar. I think that's straight out, is it? Goal kick. Well done. Love that. Scottish is better than sniffing coke from a Carlsberg glass. Yeah, well, that too. Yeah, I asked if I could do that as well. They said no. I don't think that did get a touch. NUFC Isaac, how do you think LFC get on later? I'd like to think we can win, but something tells me we probably won't. Oh, here we go. Miles Lewis-Skelly getting a little token 5 minutes at the end of the game. Is Trossard coming off? Subbed on, subbed off, Trossard. Ooh. Trossard comes on, gets the goal, and subbed off. I'm not sure how I would feel about that. Getting subbed is never usually a good thing, but Lewis-Skelly is on for 5 minutes. Martinelli comes on for Trossard here. Ben says there's loads of people that drink alcohol on TikTok Live too. That's true. And I know, it's mad, innit? There's a guy who sits there literally all day, I swear to God, all day with cans of whatever. And it's like heavy stuff. And he's like just sipping it all day, drinking. He gets bladdered on live all day. And I got it just for saying drinking from a Carlsberg glass. It's mad, innit? It's madness. Absolute, utter woke nonsense. Daniel Martinelli has been a super sub. I would have brought him on earlier. But he was a super sub against Bilbao earlier this season. Super sub against Manchester City, of course. Wasn't he? Great finish against City to get Arsenal back in that one. He tends to do well, Martinelli, off the bench. Which is a bit harsh, actually, because he's a very, very good player. Lindelof's come on for Villa as well, which maybe just gives you an inkling into their line of thinking. With Arsenal seeming to go for it, it looks like Lindelof coming on just to shore things up for Villa and make sure they don't lose this one. Here's Morgan Rogers. Good play by Villa. Hey, and we talk about Villa just shoring things up. I mean, straight out of play from Arsenal. That's poor. Hincapié passing it straight out. Bryn says, loads on the drink. Loads on the... I know, mate. How many minutes of added on time do we think we get in this one? Let me know in the chat what you're thinking, because it feels like we've not had too many stoppages. We've had a fair few subs, but I would imagine maybe 4 minutes, 5 at a push. Let me know what you think. Strike from Villa. Big block, that from Declan Rice. Oh, what a touch that is. What a wonderful touch. Daniel says Trossard was a surprise squad inclusion. He's been out for out for weeks with an injury. Oh, so is it just a case of Martinelli's been booked for handball there, has he? No, he's just penalised for handball. Bryn thinks there'll be 5 minutes added on. Oh, sorry, Shell, you think 4? Bryn, Liverpool would be 15 minutes added on here. If it was Liverpool looking for the winner, it'd be 15 added on. I love that. I love that. It's definitely not the case. Liverpool have had some bad refereeing decisions all season. But hey, I love it. I love it that that's the perception. That Liverpool get treated differently. Martinez knocks it long. Out to play. Last 60 seconds of normal time here. Time for the winner. Look at Arteta. Look at Arteta saying there. Drop back, drop back. Oh, Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative. I've never known. Honestly, if these win the league, they are the most negative title winners I've ever seen in my life. Drop back, drop back, drop back. Oh, what an absolute shithouse. You'd never see that from Pep and Klopp. Absolute fraud, Arteta. That's going to be a foul to Arsenal. Bryn says, what's your feelings on the refs, Key? I'm not a lover of them, Bryn. I think they got a very hard job. A very, very hard job, but they don't... It's one of them. What's the old... who was it who said the... I can't remember who said this, but it was a famous... It might have been Bill Shankly, actually. I think it was. Bill Shankly said, the problem with referees is they know the rules, but they don't know the game. And that's the problem. And that's why I honestly think we need ex-footballers as referees. I think that's a massive, massive thing I'd love us to do in the Premier League. Is get players who've just retired, who are still fit enough to get up and down the pitch, would still command respect from the players on the pitch. You know, they wouldn't be spoken to like shit. Players like Mark Noble. Get Mark Noble, Adam Lallana, players like that on the pitch reffing games. Games that wouldn't involve... You know, Mark Noble couldn't referee games involving West Ham, or maybe teams that are down there with West Ham. But you could get Mark Noble refereeing Newcastle against Liverpool. He's not got a fight in that race. And I'd be happy with I'd be happier with Mark Noble refereeing Liverpool against Newcastle than I would Paul Tierney or, you know, any of them, to be honest. 3-star Reds, are we predicting Forest goals scored, Shell and Bryn? Yeah, what score do you think, Bryn? Everton Forest. What score are you thinking for that one? 4 added minutes, by the way. I can't believe I didn't get that one. Flicked on, straight into Martinez. 4 added minutes at the end of this one. We're a minute into that. Martinez knocks it long, over the top. Oh, unlucky. Straight through to Raya. Come on, big 3 minutes here. Big 3 minutes. I can feel a goal. A goal for someone. Hopefully a Villa goal. Shell says, I've just done 3-1 on my Everton match app. 3-1 to the Ev. Bryn thinks 1-0 maybe. I think it might be a low scoring one. Sean Dyche and David Moyes, they're not known for goals, are they really? Well, Dyche is when he comes to Anfield, sadly. It seems to do alright for Forest at Anfield. Keep him out. Come on, don't mess around at the back with these, for God's sake. We can't be losing to him in the last minute. Oh, what a header. Oh, unlucky. Marlon did well there. Sancho's got to read that. Daniel, it should be 6 minutes. I don't think 6 minutes would make a difference, to be honest, the way Arsenal have played most of this game. Man of the match is Martin Odegaard, according to TNT. I don't know if you agree with that. I think John McGinn, I know he went off quite a while ago, but I think John McGinn's had a fabulous game. To be honest, those defenders, I think Matty Cash has had a good game. I know he scored, but I think defensively he's been quite good as well. Martin's done quite well on the other side. Arsenal ball in. Oh my God, they've got a chance. Oh, side netting. 90 seconds left and Madueke smashes it into the side netting. Look at Arteta there. He's just saying, lads, focus. Make sure you get back and defend. Make sure you get back and defend whatever you do. Mr. Negative. Shell says, and die to score first. And Daniel says, you're not allowed to watch Arsenal for the rest of the season. I love it. I am the jinx, aren't I? Every time I do a live watch-along of Arsenal, they don't win. It's brilliant. Ben says, you need experience from a young age to be a ref. The refs in the Prem have been reffing for 20 years, all levels. I know, but you say that. You say that. But you only need that experience to understand the games and how the law is meant to be implemented. These players know how the law should be. They know what it is and they know what it should be. I don't feel like players would get any more right or wrong than refs. Here we go. Last 60 seconds. Last 30 seconds. What a run this is. Oh. Villa. Can they... If anyone's going to win it here, it's going to be Villa. 30 seconds left. Ball played in. Here's Marlon. Get what you can. Get it in the box. Chance. Far post. Oh! No! Hit it! Hit it! No! Handball! Hit it! Yes! They've done it! Yes! Buendia! Yes! Yes! Get in there! What a winner that is for Villa! And the what? That's justice. Because Mikel Arteta has literally been saying to all them players, get back. Don't try and push on and win it. You know, don't be front foot. Don't be like, oh no, let's get back. Constantly telling them to get back in position. Oh, and they've thrown it away. Villa 2-1 in the last kick of the game. I love it. Yes. Oh, this is brilliant. Ball hung up to the far post. It's kept alive. Oh, it's scrappy as anything in the box. They can't quite get a shot away and the ball just breaks. And Buendia. Oh, it's a fabulous finish. And Arsenal, you just see the players collapse to the pitch. Look at Rice. Rice hits the deck. Oh, I tell you what. And this Arsenal defence all season, they've been tighter than a submarine's door. And all of a sudden, they've conceded 2 today and they've looked wide open. And there you go, full time. It was the last kick of the game. Yes, get in there. Look at Unai Emery. It's going to be a good evening tonight. You better believe it. 2-1. Yes. Oh, I'm made up. I'm absolutely made up with that. Absolute limbs. It's just a great game, this, isn't it? In football, brilliant. In football, fantastic. I love it. I love this game. Oh, right. Okay. We've got half an hour now until the 3 o'clock kickoffs. I'm gonna go and settle down and relax for half an hour and chill out until Leeds against Liverpool later. Oh, Liverpool. Listen, please, Liverpool, do not ruin my weekend now. Please. This is starting the weekend off. Perfect. Absolutely brilliant. Perfect start to the weekend. I now need, if I can just, football gods, Everton loss against Forest at 3 o'clock. I'm going to be watching that now. Liverpool win against Leeds at 5:30. Please. Tomorrow, don't give a monkeys about any of them. But Monday night football, Wolves batter United. Oh, if that happens. Yes. Right. I will be back at 5:30. Actually, I'll be back at 5 o'clock. I think I'm back at 4:45. I'm back at 4:45 for all the build-up to Leeds against Liverpool. What a massive game that is. I'm not very confident, I'll be honest. I'm not feeling confident that Liverpool can win that one. But hey, we'll see. I'll be live for it anyway. Thank you, everyone in the chat. If you're new around here, please do consider giving us a like and subscribe. If you're not going to subscribe, that's totally fine. Just hit a like for me on the video. It means an awful lot. GHK, thank you for the super chat. Very, very kind of you, mate. As always, lots of love. And I will see you all in a few hours. Take it easy. Have a lovely afternoon, whatever you're doing.